Setting number 1, Aim Assist. Aim Assist is a feature that helps players to adjust their aim, making it easier to track targets. Once we turned off the Aim Assist, it's very difficult to aim properly because it doesn't support to track your enemies while shooting. We need to aim exactly on enemy body by using your muscle memory to kill him. But if we turned on the Aim Assist once, now you can see the Aim Assist will help players to move the crosshair towards the enemy body. Basically, it helps to correct your aim automatically when tracking moving targets, making it easier to keep your aim on enemy during fights. So always keep this setting on. Setting number 2, one-tap ADS fire. This setting is very important while using aiming down sight, as it allows players to shoot faster. Once we turned off this setting, then if we tap on ADS fire button, there is a slight delay in starting the fire. I mean, the gun is not firing instantly. First the scope opens, and then the firing begins. But if you turn on this setting, now your guns start firing instantly when tapping ADS button. You can clearly notice the difference. As soon as I touch the ADS button, it's instantly start firing. This will give you a huge advantage during fights, so always turn on this setting. Setting number 3, quick run from prone. This setting is also very important as it allows you to run very quickly. When you turn this setting off, then you cannot run quickly from the prone position using your joystick, no matter if you lock the joystick to sprint icon. But if you turn this setting on, then you can run quickly from the prone position using your joystick. So always make sure to turn this setting on. If you want quickly run from the prone position using your joystick, then turn this setting on. Setting number 4, joystick auto sprint. This setting is very important for fast movement, so always make sure to keep it on. This setting ensures your character automatically starts running when you push the joystick forward, giving you a more continuous movement experience in the game. You can also lock or unlock your character's sprint if needed. Setting number 5, sound reminder setting. For sound reminder setting, use this specific setting combination, as this is the best combination for sound reminder. By using this setting combination, you can get visual indicators for enemy footsteps and gunfire on your screen and minimap. There are 2 options first. Show sound location. This option detects enemy footsteps and gunfire near you and shows their location on the minimap, which is particularly useful for close-range combat. While second is show sound reminder. This setting gives you visual indicators on your screen for enemy footsteps and gunfire, helping you locate them even without headphones. Setting number 6, transparentize player settings. This is also a very important setting which provides many benefits in different situations. Once we turned off this setting, then if you hide against a wall or in any room corner, then sometimes your character blocks the line of sight, due to which you can't see enemy properly. This will give you a disadvantage in that situation. But if you turn on this setting, now your character is transparent and you can see enemies without any problem because the line of sight is very clear. So always turn on this setting. Setting number 7, Vulkan rendering. This is also a very important setting for mid-range devices. You can find this setting in audio and graphics section. Vulkan rendering is a low-level graphics API that improves performance by allowing for more direct and efficient control of the GPU. This change translates to a smoother gameplay experience, better graphics, and potentially higher frame rates on compatible, modern Android devices. Vulkan offers advantages over the previous OpenGL API, such as lower CPU overhead and the ability to leverage more of the device's hardware capabilities. Setting number 8, enemy tactical scope flash. This is a very useful setting to spot sniper location. Always make sure to turn this setting on. Sniper scope flash is a feature that displays a visible flash or glint from an enemy sniper scope, acting as a warning that you are being targeted by a sniper. This setting helps you to spot enemy snipers more easily. Also, it helps to spot enemy location. Setting number 9, damage number. This is also a very useful setting, so always keep this setting on, and also set transparency to maximum. Once enabled this setting, you will see floating numbers appears when you deal damage to enemies, indicating the amount of damage inflicted. Basically, it gives you an idea of how much health the enemy has left, and turning it on will give you the huge advantage in battlefield. Setting number 10, auto loot. This is also a very useful setting, so always keep this setting on. Turning this setting on will allow you to loot automatically when you get closer to the items. It also helps you to loot quickly with less efforts. Setting number 11, mod settings. Just simply copy these mod settings. This will save you a lot of time picking up the wrong mode and switching mods between weapons because they got in the wrong place, and this will also avoid filling up your bag with unnecessary resources. Setting number 12, Smart Med Recommendation. You can find this setting in Basic tab. Now let's understand how this setting works. Here, if we pick up the blue plates first and then kinetic armor, but the game will automatically choose the kinetic armor as the default shield. This is why we often get killed during fights, because when we take damage and the enemy is also rushing, we accidentally start using kinetic armor because the game has put them at the front. Obviously, that is not ideal in fights, because kinetic armor takes way too long to use. That's why I recommend you to turn off this setting, because after turning off the setting, if we select the blue plate first, the default armor will remain the blue plate. Nothing will change. You can easily use the blue plate during a fight, and if you have more time, you can select and use kinetic armor, and this will save you from dying. So always turn off this setting. Setting number 13, Free View Sensitivity. You can find this setting in Sensitivity section. Just scroll all the way down, and always set the value to 300 for easy 360-degree rotation. With the help of I button, you can see other players' landing position and how many players are landing there. It also helps to checking your surroundings while running or crossing the river with quick 360 degrees turn. Setting number 14, Auto Expand Wingsuit. Does your wingsuit automatically start opening when jumping out of a high building or helicopter like this? As you can see, my wingsuit opens automatically. This can be a huge disadvantage when rushing against an enemy, because they are able to see the wingsuit icon on their screen, and they already know someone is trying to jump on them. This will give them an edge over you. To fix this problem, I highly recommend you to turn off Auto Expand Wingsuit. After turn this setting off, now whenever you are jump out of helicopter or any high building, you will have the ability to choose when to deploy your wingsuit. This trick will give you a surprise advantage over your opponents, because the wingsuit icon won't be appear until you choose to deploy your wingsuit. This will give you a huge advantage while rushing. Setting number 15, Joystick Setting. Using the smaller joystick will allow your movements look faster. I have been using smaller joysticks since a long time, and I recommend you to set your joystick size around 70 to 90, according to your device and finger size. If you use smaller joystick size, then you only need to move your fingers a little bit. If you use bigger joystick size, then you need to move your joystick more further than usual. So smaller joystick will suit for most of the players, and it will help you to strafe left and right much better.